Well, hello, welcome to Racing for James. We are taking on NASCAR Next Gen. Driving the Toyota Supra at Daytona in the fixed series, 30 laps. Starting P7 with a 50.9. The leader was 300ths of a second faster than us, so going to be interesting to see how we go here. I have just managed to get my pedals back onto my system. I did break a throttle spring on my accelerator and have been out of it for a little while, but we're back on board. And I've also managed to upgrade to a 350mm. Sorry, I'll just let Jeff speak there first. I have upgraded to a 350mm steering wheel. So everyone tells me that that is the optimum diameter for a NASCAR. In the practice I've done, so I've done a couple of what are they? The legacy truck races, just to get a feel for the size of the steering wheel and how it reacts. And it is much nicer than the what was I using? The WRC Fanatec wheel, which is only 300mm, I believe, or 290mm. So you wouldn't think that difference is excessive, but it is. The wheel sits quite a lot closer to me. It just gives you a bit better feel on the rotation of the car. So this is actually our first hit out with the steering wheel in an official capacity. So
Hello, boys.
it's going to be anyone's guess, and we are about to kick this thing off.
Good luck, guys.
Everyone's on the grid, I think. Somebody's starting from pits by the look of it. We've got a car up in front who didn't make the start. He's going to lose a little bit of track position there, because from what I understand, it is a bit of a draft party here at Daytona. Time will tell. Let's get comfortable in the seat here. Strap in. I think it's 30 laps, about 50 seconds a lap. But there are cautions in this as well, so it'll either be under a 30-minute race or it'll be well over, depending on how we go. We are, as I mentioned before, in bottom split. My oval I rating is, what's the word we're going to say here? Abysmal. But that's alright, we're here to learn. I need to adjust my mirror on the side. There we go, pitch that up and bring that in a little bit.
Catch start 12, car.
So we can actually see what's going on behind us here. Now the only downside to the wheel that I've actually got on here is I don't have buttons mapped to it. So I've got 0 buttons on here, but I do have my button box just down below the camera. There's not a lot I need for NASCAR really, just hopes and prayers basically. We're going to turn off the inside tyres. I don't actually have a tyre strategy, but I'm assuming tyres should last 30 laps at Daytona. And fuel, how much have we got for fuel on board? We've got 40 laps of fuel on board, and the race is only 30 laps. So everything tells me we should probably be able to do this without a pit stop. But your guess is as good as mine, because I don't race ovals. What we did do today, though, is we watched Shane Van Gisbergen run at Daytona in the 250 race. It was quite a fun afternoon, sitting and making the most of NASCAR and learning about it. And I can tell you categorically that I'm glad I do it in a simulator, not in real life, because it looks pretty bloody scary and technical.
Green, green, green.
Well, the drive. First place missed the start there a little bit, so the guys on the outside got a run.
Outside. Slow car down low. Still there. Hold your line. Go high. Clear.
So that guy's just coming out of pits now. Boy, they've got a lot more confidence than I do to drop down like that. There's going to be a wreck. Nope. I'm just going to watch these cars. It is a 30 lap race, so like any race, they're not won on the first lap, although everyone seems to think they are. I mean, you can win it on the first lap if there's no cautions and you're in front, but me in my learning phase of ovals is certainly not going to even contemplate trying to win this on the first lap. Now, as I said, I'm not sure how tyres will wear in this, but I will take advice from the cars in front of me when they go into pits. If there's a caution, I will do the same. Because I think the best way to learn when you're learning is to follow the cars in front that have a higher number than you, because they're obviously higher I ratings. As the car in front of me explodes. That outside line's getting a pretty good run.
Clear high.
Just try not to creep up on them. We did get the clear high call, but I don't know whether to pull over and jump onto that high side. Going to.
Car inside.
Gonna work with it. That guy's on the wall.
They're 3 wide already.
Still there at the bottom.
Oh, that was a brave move, but I took Jeff's advice and they said that was clear, so we did hear somebody in the chat say that we are 3 wide already somewhere back there. I feel I should have stayed on that inside line, to be honest, but
Still there, hold your line.
That's so crazy. We've got 30 laps in each one. It's 3 wide already.
Still there. Clear.
right, this is quite busy, so you're not going to have a lot of chatter out of me today, especially as I watch what this track does and how it evolves. Checking up a little bit. As I mentioned, it is the fixed series, so I'm again not advanced at over racing. Even in the road racing series, I actually really prefer the fixed series stuff. I'm competitive. I've got enough pace to. There's a wreck. Wreck.
The next car's the leader. Clear inside. You're in the middle. 3 wide. The yellow flag is out. Wrecking in the tri-oval.
So I got 4x for that, but we got through.
Lap of the session.
Just going to check with Jeff and see how much damage we got.
It's closed right now. No damage. Car looks
No
fine.
damage, car looks clean. Wow, that's going to make an amazing replay. Got to let
Come on, Eve.
When
Why
the
are you
yellow flag
moving
goes
like
out.
that?
a couple of cars by
They
here.
don't know how to drive.
Wow. I will, while we're onto that caution, I will put a replay up of that because that was insane. I don't know how we made it through there.
It's gonna be like that.
12. Car.
That's what I did.
That was
Started
intense.
in the back.
So what I'll do, I'll quickly put a replay up of that that incident there, and then I'll skip to the end of this caution for you, so you don't have to bear with me running around under pace laps. Alright, we're back about to go green. We ended up in 5th place at the start of that caution, but 2 cars in front of me went in for tyres, I would imagine, or maybe they had a little bit of damage. So we are now up in 3rd and starting on the inside line. I'm thinking I might try and hold the inside line this time. I think. Not 100% sure. We'll feel it out and see what happens with this number 9 car in front. There was quite a crash. A couple of guys blew engines, or at least 1 or 2 of them blew engines. They've got 33 minutes worth of damage, so that's their race over. There's a couple of guys in pits with 3 or 4 minutes damage as well. It's never fun, but as you would have seen in that replay just now, the leader come unstuck there. I think there was a bit of a push that went off skew, so we'll just get this race started again.
Post car is off. Time to do your job. Green. You're now in 3rd. Doing great. Really good job. The leader is running 8 points.
Good start there.
9. Car outside. The car in C. 15. Just at the fastest lap. 47.918.
We're just going to have to hold on to the
drop to the end for
toe.
like, and now I get another one.
Still there.
Just going to have to hold on to the back of this car in front and let the guys behind us do their thing.
40 seconds too.
Hug that inside yellow line for however many laps it takes from here. We're going to give a bit of a push.
Stay low. There is a car on the high side.
Before you go down low 3.
Just need car 9 to hold the line a little bit better. I mean, not that I'm an expert, but I want to try and push and keep at the front here. But I know we can't push when they move around, especially on the Supra, because it's got quite a round nose. And if you don't push central on the back of the car, you can rotate them, and it does lift up the back end of their car. But that's alright, we'll run our race. I can't push him now in case he pushes the car in front. The old rule in NASCAR, don't push the pusher. We do have the advantage on the inside line here, and sort of work together with these guys. 3 wide. It's going to stay low, not get caught into the drifting of the cars in front. They are moving a little bit. Just going to stick with them here. We touch the apron. That's almost always instant death if you touch the apron here. It does really unsettle the car. And we actually saw that in the NASCAR race on TV this morning.
Go low. Back in third. Keep hustling. Go low.
Try and fuel save behind these guys and keep the nose poked out to keep my water temperature cool as well. The guy's at my quarter panel, so don't creep up on him.
Still there.
We're going to get a push here. 3 wide behind us again.
Still there. Hold your line.
Now, so they're working together. See, they're running that outside line. They're pushing.
Still there.
Don't want to rotate this guy in front of me, but he's all over the place a little bit. Just got to be careful to check up at the right times and try and match his throttle inputs. Only a third of the way into the race now. Oh, he hit the apron. So the inside line feels like it's the place to be. We are coming up on a lap car I just saw in front of us. He's hopefully going to stay high. It's going to get 3 wide as we come through.
I'm going high.
I'm going to have to poke my nose on the inside of this guy and force him 3 wide. But I don't want to turn him because I don't have the confidence he's not going to cut my nose off if I set up on the inside of him. See how they're pushing up like that? That's not ideal from what I understand. I mean, they're keeping a nice clean line. It's just moving around a lot more than I'd hoped. But again, that might have been me before I upgraded to the 350mm wheel as well. So as long as we don't end up in a crash with them, we'll be sweet. There's probably some method in what they're doing, saving the tyres or something like that. I don't really know. 3 wide again. As far as I know, it is better to hug the inside of this track because it's the shortest way around the oval and pretty much flat knacker. You see if you're in the draft, it's not. I'm really worried about turning this guy in front of me. Really worried about it. Kind of need to make a run for it.
Back in third. Keep hustling. The leader is at 48.728. Car outside. Go low.
But you can see those of you that race ovals more than me. Big comment in the comments below what to do with a car like this that's moving around in front of you. What do you do? Just try and hold the line. Follow what he's doing. Try and poke it up the inside. I really don't know. It doesn't feel the most efficient way to get around, but it's too early for me to try and just send it up the inside as well. I really can't do that.
Still there. Hold your line. Still there.
Maybe he's just actually cooling his radiator. Maybe that's what he's doing. The fact he's going so high is a bit of a worry. That's what scares me the most. I feel like he's going to turn himself, but if he does turn himself, he should go high, and I should be able to keep my foot into it. I don't know if he's pushing. There's a wreck. We're going to get another yellow. We're going to stay in 3rd place, which is good. Now, 15 laps. My tyres feel amazing, so I'm not even going to bother putting tyres on. We are going to go around and try and catch the pace car, which will be coming out of pits somewhere. Let the car cool down a bit behind these guys. As I said, if you do know or are in oval racing a bit more, what do you do? Like this number 9 car in front of me moving like it is, I feel pretty comfortable behind it. I know I can see what he's doing. But what do you do? Is that a chance to poke your nose up on the inside onto his quarter panel and take the position to lower your risk, or do you just sit there because you know he's predictable and we understand what he's doing? let's ponder that and make that our learning exercise for
Put your
ovals.
rally yellow on if you want to know where the post car is.
But what
Just
I
a
will
heads
do,
up.
I will fast
See how many
forward this yellow as well, as I almost kill the cars in
So
front.
that's free.
Alrighty, so we're back about to go green again. We are still in third place, but the number 9 car that was moving around a bit is up on the right hand side of us on the outside line. So hopefully I can get a good run with the 14 car here at the start. Hoping I can just give him a bit of a push along and get the run, because I noticed there wasn't a lot of pushing going on previously, so might try and capitalize on that and see how we go. But the guy that was behind me is now also in that right hand lane on the high side, so he might work with the number 9. But let's get this underway and see what happens. Hey, number 9's going to try and get the run here. I can see he's going to try and jump. I missed the start.
The next car's the leader. Car outside.
Alright, nope, I got the run on number 9 though. Let's go. Try and catch back up to this guy in front. There's single file behind us. Number 9 is dropped way back there. He must have missed a gear or something on the start. We're getting pulled right up onto this 14 car. So I hope he's ready for a bit of a push here. We're going to give him that nudge and stay in that draft. We're going to try and work together here. Run away from this pack. Don't push him in the corner though. That's not a good idea, Travi. Hold the line, buddy, hold the line. Just going to stay on that cushion of air there and just bump him along. We'll get up on the back straight and make contact to push him though. Just want him to hold that line though, hold the line. Got plenty of room. The guys on the outside line are working together a bit better though. I don't want to have to check up for this car moving around. Here we go, bit of a nudge. And off in the corner. And here we go again. Please stay straight. Said it makes it hard when the cars move around like they do.
11, just at the fastest lap. 47.482.
Generally, want to make sure that I'm in a position on the last lap where I'm holding that inside line, because people will try and push up the inside. Which I might have to do to this car in front of me, because again he's moving up on the track a little bit more than I'd like, but maybe he does this more than I do as well. Just keep an eye on my water temp as well. Just want to make sure that he's actually comfortable being bumped. He's not moving when I'm hitting him, so it's a good indication that he's done this enough and he knows what to expect. Just got to wait for the car to just pull up onto him, and you feel the contact, you feel the cars move as it connects, and you just push, push, push. Wrecking again. There's another caution. No caution. So that must have been a single car wreck. Get a bit of fresh air, drop the coolant temp down. Wrecking there as well. Must be a single car as well, no caution. Or unless these are limited to 2 cautions, maybe. I don't really know. Can only assume it's because it's single car accidents. Or what? Whoa, whoa, whoa. Whoa, 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 whoa. That's exactly what happens there. I thought that was going to happen, unfortunately. And he's wrecked. So that was unfortunately just the movement of the front of the car. I will obviously watch that replay and make sure I didn't pit maneuver him, but because the front of the Supra is round, there was just nothing I could do. As his car moved back down, he just rolled across the front of mine, unfortunately. But as I said, I will have a look at that 100% and see if I was at fault or if there's something I could do better. Now we just have to hope and pray the guys behind me push.
I'm a lucky dog again, guys.
Alright, I will see you guys after the caution. So the third caution of the day sees us back in first place now. Well, not back in first place, it's the first time I've been in first place. So let me know below what you think of that that crash. Was it my fault? Could I have done something different? Should I have not pushed like I did maybe? Again, I don't know, happy to learn. I don't feel I did anything wrong or anything unpredictable, but happy to be told otherwise. So just going to be a little bit quiet again while we get this race started. I'm in first place. I've got to maintain the speed and get this party started for hopefully the last time. There'll be 5 laps to go this time around.
You have control. Maintain the pace speed until the restart zone. Then go. Green flag, green flag. Okay, you are the leader. You got 5 laps to go.
Alright.
Great spot.
So just going to have to hug this bottom line now and hopefully the guy behind me pushes. He is. We're going to work together here and run away hopefully. Now hopefully he can see that I was able to hold that low line, which I'm going to do. Hold the bottom and work together. Let him pull up on me. Here he comes. Oh, he's going high, he's going high. And the other car's going with him. He's got the run on me. So he was going for the overtake move, but that's alright. Just going to try and side draft him here. And we've got number 9 behind us.
Still there.
So 4 laps to go this time round. It's going to come down to the wire on the finish line and whoever works well together.
Still there. Hold your line.
Bit of banter going on in the chat there.
Stay low. There was a car on the high side.
Number 12 who's on the outside is getting accused of wrecking somebody, but I don't think there's a lot in it. I think it was as he spun, he got hit.
Keep low.
Got number 9 pushing us. Just got to focus on holding a straight line and just really watching that yellow line and staying as straight as I possibly can. Unfortunately, it does mean that guy's going to push me to a victory, but that's alright if we end up that way.
Outside.
Ready to go by a little bit.
Keep low.
12 car, they're starting to work together on the outside line.
Car on the high side. You're on the bottom. 3 wide.
The other car pushed up on the middle. So 3 wide.
Outside. 2 wide.
There's a wreck behind us again. There they go.
In turn 1. Caution.
Yellow.
Flag. Braking in turn 1.
Wow,
In turn 2.
that was insane. So there's another wreck.
Closed right now. Catch up. 4. Start.
I'm sorry, I tried to check
Whew, okay, so we're going to have one more go at this with, it should be a green-white checker, I believe. There'll be 1 lap to go to the end,
Pace car.
but we'll see how we go. We're going to try and hold on tight and see if we can get ourselves an overwin.
Someone green or white.
There was a fairly big wreck behind me there. It's going to wipe.
This is the final time.
It is the final time.
White checkered finish.
So there's going to be 1 lap. Otherwise the next flag finishes the race. So effectively, if we drive out and there's a yellow flag, that will be the end of the race. But that, I think, wrecked half the field. There's a lot of cars. Not here, I think.
Where's the page car?
Oh.
Thanks, sir.
Alright, we will be back after
Thank you,
this
sir.
caution for the 1 lap sprint to the finish.
Lining up
Ramming up your bum.
inside.
Alright, so we're back for the last time. It's a green-white checker. So as I said before, the very next flag will end the race, be it the checkered flag or another caution. These things I have not had a great deal of experience with. Effectively, it's an opportunity just to try and push through the field here, so hopefully we don't get spun from behind.
Yeah, car 19 bonnet.
I will have the number 9 car behind me who was good at pushing on the previous restart. Number 5 on the outside line come from a way back because the guys actually wrecked that were just behind me, so there's an unknown entity in the race here, and number 22's been in chat a fair bit, so it's going to be anyone's game. I'm at risk of the guys on the high line if they push and sort of hit my quarter panel as they come through. Effectively 50 seconds-ish time we're going to know the result of the race, and hopefully we can hold on and take our, I think, second win in ovals. Haven't had a lot of exposure to ovals, as I said. I think one of the ones I won was a Gen 4 Cup, I think. It was a fairly small field, and I just won it because there was a lot of wrecks and there was no cautions in that one, so I just drove my way through. These ones here I'm really excited to get involved in. Fixed setup races, no pit stops most of the time. So it's a good way to get used to the car, and got to say I'm absolutely loving the feel of this steering wheel. Being able to hold the line. I mean, Daytona is a pretty easy oval, so I should have been able to do it even with my previous steering wheel, but I'm happy to say that it is doing what it needs to do and keeping me up to speed. So we're going to just get this underway, and we'll see how this minute goes. Fingers crossed, everyone.
Green flag, green flag. 2 left to go, 2 to go.
Oh, 2 to go.
Breaking in the tri-oval.
There's the wreck.
Breaking in the tri-oval.
There's the
The
yellow.
flag is out. They want you in single file. Pit road is closed. Catch the pace car.
So I think that means we're going to finish under caution here, because it said 1 of 1. So unfortunately for those guys, we didn't actually get to battle it out on the last lap, but I think we'll be taking the win for this one.
Catch up, 17 car. Catch up,
I think you
23
lose control of your car, man. I apologize.
It's always a bit unfortunate when that stuff happens,
that
but
was-
it
that was
did
busy.
reduce the risk for us there.
Third. I'll take the third. Thanks, guys.
That's nice and easy. Easy way to win the race, really. The one little blemish on my record, like I said, I don't actually know if I was at fault with that spin or not. I mean, I am to blame because I was there. I was the car that was pushing a little bit, but I feel I held a straight enough line. So we'll take that as a win under our belt for ovals, and we do have to check up and survive the pace car. Where is the pace car? There he is, up in turn 3. So we just got to get around without getting cleaned up from behind as we approach him or her. Maybe it's a her. Have we ever debated who's driving the pace car? Yeah, we know it's a car. All right, checking up. Don't pass the pace car. Don't pass the
Pit
pace
road's
car.
now open.
Pit road's open. That would be a silly idea, wouldn't it? What is the pace car? The pace car is a... I don't know what that is. It's an iRacing something or other. This will be the checkered flag. Not the way you want to win under caution. However, a win's a win, and I felt like I drove okay, and I learned a little bit this race. I certainly learned that that my steering wheel did make a difference in the way my car felt, so we'll take that on board, and
You
I
won.
guess...
Yeah, we did it. Too bad it wasn't for $1 million.
Too bad it wasn't for $1 million, you're right, Jeff. But maybe it will be next time, eh? Well, as always, guys, thanks for watching the racing here, and like I said, you will see some oval stuff, and you will see some road stuff, and you will see some stupid stuff as well. But yeah, I really appreciate everyone watching, and hopefully you guys can hang out and see what happens during September for Laps for Lukio. Until then, stay safe, and we'll see you next time. Cheers.
Past about 20 car.